There's actually a psychology test that they use on almost every Asian. I'm gonna test you right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if you're a psychopath or not.
I bet.
So, once upon a time, there was a mother, and she was attending her son's funeral. Now, at the funeral, keep in mind this mother's a widow and she's looking for a new husband.
Okay.
At the funeral, she met this guy and they really hit it off. Now, she never saw the guy again. 2 weeks later, she murders her daughter.
What?
Why did she murder her daughter?
Because the guy caused her to go do that?
No, you're not a psychopath.
Okay. Why? What would be the psychopath answer,
So
though?
psychopaths, they would have the answer like that. They would have the answer so quick because it's so obvious. Like, not for me. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't pass.
Also, I could have said anything, but if I did it faster, then...
No, there's a right answer.
Oh, okay. What's the right answer then?
The reason she killed her daughter was so she would see the guy at her daughter's funeral.
Oh my goodness.
That wasn't even in my mind. That's a
Yeah,
crazy
that's
answer.
psychopath.
Yeah, that's
really psychopath.
super
This is
duper
not
crazy.
a conspiracy. This is scary. So in
Yikes.
2018, scientists discovered a black hole 16 million light years away. They were watching it literally swallow a star. Black hole.
And where is it going?
Listen to this. What they thought they knew of black holes, well, they don't know a lot, but it's just like stuff gets sucked into it because it's just this mad force of gravitational pull that just sucks everything in.
Yeah.
This year, it was 3 years after they discovered this. This year, they looked at the same black hole, and it was spitting the star back out. Like so.
So you're trying to tell me a black hole was sucking in a star, taking all its light and energy, and then regurgitating it back out? What? I've never heard of that. Or did I? I heard of a white hole, and what it does is spits out the stuff. I didn't know a black hole also spits out anything. So that's creeping me out. Let's continue.
And stuff was coming out of this black hole, just like so. It was like regurgitating this star,
Just
but,
recycling it.
like broken apart though. So it's like, what's on the other side of that black hole?
It was the star was broken.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought a star was just a ball of gas.
it is.
It
But
chewed him.
but light and stuff was coming out of it, like so. It was like it sucked the star in with the light, like the fire, all that, whatever a star is, and it was spitting it straight back out.
That's crazy. What is this? Some type of woodman? Hey, bro. What's up, bro? Why are you staring at me? We got a problem?
Watch his eyes.
That's some weird optical illusion type stuff, or is he... Could you imagine?
Watch his eyes.
Or imagine he just got up and started walking? How many people would boo-boo their pants? And who's he pointing at? You? Like, hey, you. I'm looking at you. I got my eyes on you.
Did you know that on April 22, 2025, Earth is going to be hit by meteors again? And this day, 20 meteors pieces of the Earth are going to fall every hour, which you will get to see some of this kind of view in the sky. So actually, on April 22, a Lyrids meteor shower is going to happen, which happens every year in the month of April. But this time, it is going to fall in a large number, and you can also see it in the United States. Let me tell you that a Lyrids meteor is a debris left behind by a comet called C-1861, G1 Thatcher, which was discovered in 1861. These meteors can sometimes produce bright dust trails that last for several seconds. The shower runs annually from April 16 to 25. It peaks this year on the night of the 22nd and morning of the 23rd. The thin crescent moon will not pose much of a problem, so this should be a good show. Best viewing will be from a dark location after midnight. Meteors will radiate from the constellation Lyra, but can appear anywhere in the sky. Friends, let me know if you are ready for this event by commenting.
And I have no problem with meteorites. I'd rather meteorite than an asteroid, because we don't want to get hit with one of those, right?
Heard about the Hollywood smart city? As you may know, Los Angeles is currently on fire and looking like an apocalypse. Like literally the whole entire city is being burned down, which has some people remembering about the Los Angeles smart city that was supposed to come. I guess back in like 2019, they signed like a bill to start building this by 2028. Essentially what they're gonna do is rebuild the whole entire city to be these like futuristic utopia type housing, and the whole entire city is just gonna be like extra futuristic. So you have to think, how are they going to get there? How can they just build it? They can't build it over everything that's already built. What are they going to tear it down, rebuild it? There's one very easy way. If everything just spontaneously burned down at the same time, they would obviously have to rebuild the city and the home. So some people are saying that that might be exactly what happened. It's a conspiracy theory, so I'm not confirming this. I'm not saying like this is what's going on, but I will say that if it looks like a duck and acts like a duck, then it might. So I don't know, this might be the Los Angeles we're seeing in the future, because I mean at this point the whole city is pretty much destroyed. Also, if you know, this is the year of Nuketown 2025. Like if you guys played Black Ops 2 back in the day, they literally trained us for this year. So a lot of us gamers are already thinking something crazy is gonna happen this year. This is the first month into the year. And if you don't know, Nuketown is pretty much like a futuristic city that was rebuilt after the first city was nuked and burned down. Kind of sus if you ask me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Click that red plus to follow for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Halloween, October the 31st, is actually the only day in the year where the underworld has access to the overworld.
Oh yeah, I think I heard that.
Okay?
before, too.
So what happens is, like, all the dead are able to come to the surface, come to our world, and try to steal a soul from the living.
What?
All right, could anyone tell me out of their whole life and every Halloween, have you seen any type of creature or demon try to snatch a soul? Hey, I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm just asking any of y'all if you've seen any of this, because I sure hasn't. And I can't even name 5 people that have either, so. But anyways, that sounds like a cool story. Or is it?
So take this in, right? So the reason everybody dresses up is because the dead come and look for souls from the living.
And we camouflage?
So we camouflage and pretend we're dead. So we dress up as people from the underworld so that the dead won't take our souls. Now listen, right?
Why?
Now, the reason we give candy out to everybody is because supposedly the only way to keep your soul is to give to the peasants. Like back in the day, they would give to the peasants. They would give food to the peasants because it's like cleaning your soul. It's like giving charity, right?
Oh, okay.
So that was a way to stop the dead from coming to you and stealing your soul.
Oh,
so that's why we give candy out. And then it's evolved over years. That's why we give candy out to the kids on Halloween with trick-or-treating and shit. And that's why everybody dresses up as like ghouls, monsters, and all that bull.
What?
Did you ever hear about the Grand Canyon theory?
No.
So the Grand Canyon, one of the world's wonders. There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right? The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. When people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. Now what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. There was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He explored this one cave and he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
Oh, what did it say?
The Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like, you know, the lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So if you think about it, it's never found. That ancient tale that all of the natives talk about, the lost city, and the reason the government and the world is trying to keep it a secret is because it would crash the gold price.
Have you noticed how the LA
Of course.
fires always seem to hit specific areas? Here's a wild theory. Some people believe it's not just nature at work. What if certain locations are being cleared for new high-tech developments or secret projects? Think about it. Prime real estate suddenly becomes cheaper after a fire. Some even claim satellite technology could be used to start pinpointed fires. Could this be a modern land grab disguised as a natural disaster? Coincidence? Or something more? Comment and follow me for more conspirations.
This is the most chilling thing you'll hear about 2025. Remember the time traveler who predicted the COVID-19 pandemic? They called him crazy, but you won't believe what he says happens next. Drew Curtis claims that Elon Musk and President-elect Donald Trump will have a major fallout. He says there's a near 100% chance that Trump will throw Musk under the bus. Imagine two of the most controversial figures in modern history clashing. And what happens next? Curtis warns, the Menendez brothers, yes, the infamous siblings convicted of murdering their parents, will walk free in 2025. Recent legal reviews could lead to their parole after decades behind bars. Can you imagine the chaos and fear this could unleash? And then there's the climate crisis. He says that 2025 will be the hottest year ever recorded, with the most devastating hurricane season in history. Entire cities could be destroyed. Millions of lives could be at risk. What if he's right? What if 2025 changes everything? Save this video to remember these unsettling warnings, because this can affect us all.
In 2025, Earth experiences a
Wow.
year that changes everything. A series of events so strange and unprecedented that no one is prepared. It starts quietly in January. News outlets report minor earthquakes in regions where they've never occurred. By February, skies above Springfield and across the globe begin to glow faintly green at night. At first, it's dismissed as an unusual display of the northern lights, but the glow extends far beyond the poles, sparking curiosity and unease. Marge notices something peculiar in her garden. Her vegetables are growing at twice their normal size, yet their taste is strangely metallic. Reports flood in from around the world. Crops are ripening unnaturally fast, animals are behaving erratically, and cities are facing sudden, violent storms. The oceans swell with unpredictable tides, flooding coastal areas. By March, scientists
Isn't that what's happening now? And last year? And the year before? Just saying.
deliver a startling explanation. Earth's magnetic field is shifting at an unprecedented rate. What should have taken a millennium is now happening in months. Professor Frink gathers the town and explains the gravity of the situation. This magnetic anomaly isn't just affecting compasses, it's disrupting satellites, power grids, and even migratory patterns of birds and fish. The very fabric of modern life, navigation, communication, and technology is under threat. As the months pass, the magnetic chaos accelerates. By October, planes are grounded due to navigation failures, and internet disruptions become commonplace. Springfield and the rest of the world are on edge. People panic buy supplies, fearing the worst. In December, the skies transform into a breathtaking yet ominous display. Daytime auroras bathe the world in vivid, shimmering lights. But this beauty comes at a cost. Electronics everywhere shut down. Phones, computers, cars, and even basic appliances go dark. The modern world grinds to a halt, throwing humanity back into a pre-digital age. So what do you think? If Earth faced a year like this, would it be an opportunity to reset and rebuild, or would it push humanity to the brink? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Bowling, the dark origin of bowling, it was actually a ritual.
Not bowling. Come on, man. Is there something that hasn't been touched of some type of badness or mystery? Bowling? Oh, I gotta hear this.
To see if you're a sinner, fam. What? The concept of bowling, it comes from like ancient, I think Egypt, where they would place a bunch of like pins. If you're a sinner and you roll the ball and it hits all of them down, you've replenished your sins and you're forgiven. But if you couldn't, that means you're still a sinner if you still have one up. Now, the theory is, if you know somebody that's really good at bowling and they get a strike on the first try, they have a clear pathway to heaven.
So if you're not nice at bowling, you're going to hell.
No, but that's the origin of the practice of it.
Okay.
Like, I guess they changed it they made it into a game.
Yeah.
But originally bowling was just for that shit. It was just to see like, oh, is this guy a sinner? Prove it. You know what I mean? Are you really holy? Prove it.
Because now you know that you're gonna go when we play bowling, like.
See that?
Yeah, you're going.
constructed a massive concave reflective surface. It will focus the sun's beam in a deadly ray.
Ever heard the chilling theory that pigs contain the souls of banished humans? The
No.
evidence is as unsettling as it gets. First, consider their eyes. Many note the striking resemblance between pig eyes and those of humans, sparking speculation about a deeper connection. In the
That's
Bible,
so weird.
even demons didn't want to go to hell, so they begged Jesus to be cast into the bodies of pigs
This I know.
rather than face their fate. That's not all. It gets even eerier. Adding to the mystery, pigs are unable to look up at the sky, as if they're barred from gazing upon the heavens above. And across many religions, the consumption of pork is forbidden or discouraged, raising questions about why pigs hold such taboo status. Enter Joe Metheny, a serial killer infamous for his gruesome crimes. He claimed that human flesh tasted like pork, suggesting a chilling connection between the two. And he's not alone.
I think that guy would just eat anyone.
Cannibals have echoed Metheny's sentiment, claiming that humans taste eerily similar to pork. Coincidence or something more sinister? The theory that pigs harbor the souls of banished humans will leave you questioning what lies beneath their seemingly innocent exterior.
Interesting.
The darkest conspiracy theories. The Hollow Earth Theory. The Hollow Earth Theory is a captivating concept that suggests the Earth is not solid but rather hollow, with openings at the poles leading to a mysterious inner realm. Proponents of this theory believe that within the Earth's core exists a hidden civilization, possibly more advanced than our own. They argue that ancient...
Okay, wait. I'm no scientist. I haven't done any type of adventures but come on, man. Like, if there are holes, don't you think because we are humans and you know how humans are, we have to know what's going on. So don't you think someone or many people would have went down this hole and found out what was down there? And yeah, can you keep it a secret? Maybe for so long, but someone's going to talk. Someone's always going to chirp. So I don't know if I believe any of this, but hey, it's not what I believe. It's whatever anyone else believes, really. And again, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now let's carry on.
Cultures like the Mayans and Egyptians possessed knowledge of this inner world, as depicted in their intricate artworks and texts. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Hollow Earth theory is the idea of a central sun. Instead of our familiar sun, supporters propose that a miniature sun exists at the center of the Earth.
Wouldn't it be the Earth's core, which is pretty much heat and lava, and it spins? I don't know. Unless they're considering that the sun now. Just saying.
Providing light and warmth to the inner inhabitants. Evidence cited for this theory includes anomalous compass readings near the poles, strange seismic activity, and alleged sightings of UFOs entering and exiting the Earth through polar openings. Some even speculate that mythical lands like Atlantis and Shambhala might be located within the Hollow Earth, serving as sanctuaries for advanced civilizations throughout history.
Cuando vuelva la luz, va a volver a explotar. Oye, justo hay una micro ahí, weón.
Now this is scary. There is a dark theory about Samsung phones. You know how they always pride themselves on having a better phone than iPhone?
Yeah.
They say that their cameras are the best. They say you can literally point your camera at the moon, and the quality is better than the telescope. They do really advertise like being able to zoom into the moon. So, I watched this video by Shane Dawson and watched this clip. You see how the guy's able to zoom into the moon? Yeah, pretty good, right? Like it looks really good, right?
Yeah.
So Samsung actually just came out saying how they actually fake moon pictures on
What?
Samsung phones, and they used AI to do this. But a guy made a video showing how Samsung's able to do this. Like, watch this clip. It's insane how he does this. He found a picture of a regular white circle and placed it on the other side of their house. They then zoomed in as much as they could to trick the phone into thinking it was a picture of the moon. The phone camera then replaced that white circle with a picture of the moon. It was just a white circle, and then it turns into the moon. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Any white circle will turn into the moon, dude.
Right.
It's a scam.
That
Who knows
is
what other technologies out there that's
crazy.
like deceiving us with AI.
Why would they even
Dark
do that?
secret of the birthday song.
There is a dark secret to why we celebrate our birthdays. I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or if it's true or not, but it blew my mind. So, according to the legend and what I've heard, is that when we sing the happy birthday song, well, singing that song is actually part of a ritual used against us. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out though. You notice how a happy birthday is like a chant? You light the candles, turn off a light, you all get in a circle, you start chanting, and then you blow out the candles. Tell me that's not portraying a ritual experience. Now let me tell you what I heard the ritual does. But first, what month and day were you born? Let me know down below. Anyways, it is said that when we do that, it's a ritual that's sealing our fate to grow older. And that's why some people believe that people who don't celebrate their birthdays tend to look younger than they actually are. Now look, this is all conspiracy and it's circling around the internet right now. But it's kind of scary to think about that.
Sometimes I look at your eye and I notice that you don't have that white under your eye.
What?
So you do you know about senpuku?
What is that?
So senpuku is like a Japanese superstition.
Yeah?
That means 3 whites. If you have white under your eye, it means that the world is out to get you.
What? I never heard of this.
There's different celebrities that have that white under their eyelid. Under their eye.
Yeah?
That's very noticeable. Like, so their pupils are up here, but you see a lot of white.
Damn, what the
And you know who had a really famous celebrity that had one?
Who?
JFK. What happened?
Where?
Assassinated.
How do you see that though? Like, you have to look close?
You see how there's no white, right?
Yeah.
And you see here where you have white under your eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. When your eyelids don't cover the pupil.
Yeah, the pupil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, these men found a jinn in a cave. So, a jinn is a mythological creature from the Islamic and Arab tradition, often described as a supernatural being or a spirit with extraordinary powers. They are typically capricious and can take various forms, such as animals or humans. But before showing you the rest of the video, I want to clarify that I can only protect my followers who have commented and watched the video until the end. Type I am and let your keyboard finish the sentence. And look, this woman filmed a jinn walking in the middle of the street. Bro, have you seen its form? Do you think it took the shape of an animal? It's important to be very cautious with these creatures. Some say they can be more dangerous than skinwalkers. Dogs can sense jinns, and if you look closely, there is a dark shape behind the glass next to the door, and that's one of them. Bro, your phone might be spied on to ensure this doesn't happen to you. Click here then on more. If you see an app like this one, delete it.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Now this is scary. The most dangerous animal in the world lives in this nuclear wasteland. The disaster in Chernobyl was one of the worst nuclear power plant meltdowns of all time. In the late 1980s, the Chernobyl disaster led to the evacuation of the surrounding area due to high radiation levels. Over 30 people lost their lives directly from the disaster, and its impact continues to affect many. The area is now an exclusion zone. According to locals, it is home to mutated creatures. An American urban
Oh, I wouldn't
explorer
doubt
keen
it.
to explore this
I
forbidden
don't think
zone
anyone's been in
ventured
there,
into
really.
Chernobyl at dusk
I mean,
to
I ain't
avoid
going.
detection. Recording his journey on a GoPro, he found the area desolate and silent. His exploration included the central
for
reactor building in the highly radioactive
5
elephant's
million
foot. As he prepared to leave,
with a suit on.
unsettling sounds emerged from the forest. Panic
What's
struck
your
when a
price?
massive mutated bear appeared. Fleeing in terror, he found himself lost in the Ukrainian wilderness after an hour. The captured footage of the bear.
Imagine a mutated bear full of radiation chasing you. So maybe it could be bigger than a normal bear, so it's super massive. I don't know. And it'd be super fast, so you can't escape him or her. So, yeah, I might have to be snapping my own neck at this point. Let's continue.
Disturbingly graphic, deemed too extreme for platforms like TikTok. For those curious to see it, click share, then more, and then photos.
Prepare to have your childhood memories destroyed by this terrifying SpongeBob conspiracy theory that uncovers the dark truths behind our friends down in Bikini
What?
Bottom.
SpongeBob?
The theory is SpongeBob SquarePants and the rest of the characters in the show actually represent the 7 deadly sins. SpongeBob represents lust. His obsessive passion for everything he does is intense, whether it's his job, friends, or hobbies. Patrick represents sloth. Patrick is the epitome of laziness, always sleeping under his rock and avoids any form of work or effort. Squidward represents wrath, constantly angry and frustrated, especially with SpongeBob and Patrick. Mr. Krabs represents greed. Mr. Krabs has an uncontrollable hunger for money. He'll go to any lengths to make a profit, often at others' expense. Sandy represents pride. Sandy takes immense pride in her abilities and intelligence. Her arrogance and need to prove her superiority highlights immense pride. Plankton represents envy. Plankton is consumed by jealousy of Mr. Krabs' success. Gary represents gluttony. Gary has an excessive craving for food. His constantly hunger and love for eating highlights extreme gluttony.
Did you see the theory going around how AirPods could actually be one of the most dangerous devices to use?
How are AirPods dangerous?
So a patent came out last year for the next generation of AirPods coming out, and it said that the new AirPods will be able to track brainwaves, brain activity, and biosignals. So it'll be able to track all these things just by sticking the earbud in your ear. So it'll be able to track your brain, your eyes, and your skin, all from the earbud.
So the new AirPods
I wouldn't
will
put
do
it
all
past
that.
Yeah, so people are theorizing it's really weird why AirPods would track brain activity, because why would you need that information just for earbuds? And have you ever had this happen to you when you're like thinking of something, but then a few minutes later on your phone, an ad pops up for the thing you were thinking about?
Yeah, I guess that has happened to me.
Yeah, so people are saying this is the technology that actually does that. So it will track your brain activity to know what you're thinking about, but then it'll give you videos and ads that cater to what your thoughts are. So say it's like a certain clothing brand or a certain like restaurant, it'll give you ads based on what you're thinking of.
I find that really hard to believe that they have that much technology in AirPods, but if that is really true, it is really scary that they have that.
So it'll be able to track all these things just by sticking the earbud in your ear.
Gatorade, if you drink it when you're not thirsty, it's sour. Go run, come back, drink it, it tastes sweet. If you drink it when you're thirsty, it's sweet. They put a specific ingredient that it makes you realize when you're hydrated or dehydrated. So when you're dehydrated, it activates the sugars in it and it tastes sweeter. So you know how when you drink Gatorade just regularly, it's sour. Like you don't really want to drink it.
Low key.
Right? You know, you get the thing like this, like, oh, it's sour. Like you don't want to drink it. But I heard Prime's like really bad for you too. It's just like artificial sweetener.
Oh, really? I love, you know what? I'm not going to lie, and I'm not trying to, sponsor. I ain't sponsored, but I love Prime. Especially when they go on sale. I'll buy a ton of them. And, after I hit the gym, come back, it tastes super good. And, can't someone come up with a product where it's not going to damage you somehow? Like, come on, man. Figure it out, guys. We got the internet. We got satellites. We got things that hover and fly and everything, but we can't produce a liquid that we drink besides water, even if you want to count water, would be super duper healthy for us. Come on. Let's get it together. Really. I like Prime, man.
Imagine someone runs, if you do a Prime for marathon and you come back, Prime probably tastes like the best ever. So you can't like taste Prime unless you run, because that's really what it's for.
Yeah, because it is.
That's what it's
It is
for.
technically a thing.
Yeah.
But everything's like artificial sweetener now.
One thing I miss is that I don't know, it was probably really bad for me, but the Milo in the Philippines.
Is that bad?
So, I heard this thing about cats. Do you think cats like you? Like, do they come up to you?
Well, I don't know if they like me, but yeah, they come up to me.
So this is like a real superstition that if cats come up to you, it means you're carrying a lot of bad energy. So ancient Egyptians, they used cats, right? That's why they always have them around. They use cats because cats, supposedly, they will take bad energy away from you and disperse it. So that's why they come up. They always cuddle next to somebody that's attached to bad energy.
Yeah, I've heard of this before. I think I've read it in a whole bunch of like, mythical type stories and stuff. And I think even in the Mummy, Mummy was terrified of the cats when the cat attacked it. So yeah, man, there's got to be some truth to it.
Negative energy. Also, folklore frequently associates cats with witches because witches are often depicted as dealing with negative energies. And the cats are there to absorb it. But let's say they come up to you. That means you have some on you. So they cleanse it and then you're good to go.
Says he was exiled from.
Oh, what the
beyond
heck?
the ice wall, and our realm is a prison.
Why is his eyes like that? And what's going on with his teeth? What?
Now, here's a scary theory. What if the pyramids are more taller than we actually see?
I never thought of it that way. Oh my goodness, because I saw pictures that were sort of similar to that. And it was on Easter Island with those big statues. And then they were showing the earth underneath with the rest of the bodies. Now, if they are that size, who built them? Are you trying to tell me humans back in those times built it? And they had all that technology. But and I was thinking about this, and so like 1920s and the 30s and the 1915s, man's driving a horse and carriage. Does that make any sense? So they're building all these architectural divine designs back in the olden days, like churches and pyramids and all that stuff. But yet in the 1920s and whatever, they're driving a horse and carriage and buggy. Think about it. Let me know in the comments.
Scientists are now saying that the Earth might be bigger than we thought. For years, people have debated over the shape of the Earth, whether it is round or flat. But what if the Earth had more than 7 continents? And Antarctica is a giant ice wall that keeps us from seeing the rest of them. What if once you made it past the ice wall, you will find 20 other continents that have been hidden from us our entire lives?
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie, but I think anything going over the walls to me are not taking any type of space or holding the water. So if you go past the walls, then definitely there's going to be probably more land.
There's many old historical maps that explorers used to use to document these hidden continents. There are theories that these hidden continents contain prehistoric animals and aliens from different planets. Even advanced civilizations with technology we could not comprehend. Many conspiracy theorists believe that the 7 continents that we are living in is actually a giant farm of business, owned by a small handful of families that make up the filthy rich on the other side of the ice wall. With all this evidence being presented, many people are starting to question things. Do you think that there is more out there that we haven't been told about?
Three theories that say Earth is a prison and how to escape. The ancient Gnostics believed that our world is a prison created by archons, cosmic rulers who enslave us by trapping fragments of divine light or souls within bodies in a cycle of reincarnation. According to the Gnostics, our only escape is through gnosis, realizing we're divine so we can transcend this material trap. Simulation theory claims that we're living in a simulated universe created by higher intelligences. Quantum mechanics is often cited as evidence for this, showing that particles can communicate instantly, which suggests that a code underlies our reality. According to simulation theory, our escape lies in finding glitches, hacking the code, or communicating with the simulators. In the 12th century, the Cathars believed that the creator of the world was Satan, trapping angelic souls in material bodies. According to them, we're fallen angels tricked into living in this dark prison. Their escape plan was to reject the material world completely and remember our angelic origins to break free. While some say that Earth is a prison, others say it's actually a school where we learn and grow. What do you think?
Now this is scary. Have you heard of the
Yeah, that's
Evian
weird.
theory? This may not be true, but there is a theory that Evian water, which is really expensive, almost as expensive as Fuji water and all the other expensive water brands, right? But the theory is that Evian is rich people water. Rich people are trying to gatekeep this water because it's so good.
Okay, first of all, if Evian water was being kept by rich people, then why are they selling it at 7-Eleven, Walmart, wherever you shop? Because I know if I'm gatekeeping something, I don't want no one to have it, period. So, I don't know, something to think about. Let me know in the comments what you think.
It's so good for you. It has natural electrolytes. It's literally like made naturally in the mountains, right? It's also naturally alkaline. Now this is the healthiest water. All the other water, they tested it for like harmful things that could be in other water, even like spring water and all the other brands, right? They found that it's not necessary as good for you. But Evian water is one of the few that is good for you. Now the theory goes that rich people made it that expensive so that they have their water supply. And when they go to the store, they know that all these poor people aren't going to buy it. But let's just keep it this high so that we can buy it whenever we're in town, right? Now, what do you think Evian spells backwards? Naive, which is crazy, right? It could have been on purpose.
The CIA classified this text because it reveals something terrifying about Earth. It describes how the world ended before and how it will happen again. In the 1900s, a group of scientists, including Albert Einstein, were examining geological records to find evidence of sudden changes in Earth's conditions. They looked at patterns of mass extinctions and fossil records, which proved that there were cataclysms that have dramatically altered life on Earth. They came to the conclusion that pole shifts and cataclysms were cyclical and inevitable. That's when they released the terrifying information about the cycle of Earth. But before anyone could read it, it was classified by the CIA. I advise you to save this video before it gets censored. Now, why does the CIA think this book is so dangerous that they have to hide it from the public? Ever since the banning of the book in 1966, just 3 days ago, the CIA released 57 pages of the original 284-page manuscript. This has people wondering, what else are they hiding in those files? Well, most believe that the Earth is several billion years old, which is completely false, as the Earth is only about 6,000 years old. As the scientists were researching this phenomenon, they realized that all the evidence that we have on Earth could not have survived for several billion years, and at most, the Earth is 6,000 to 7,000 years old. This is also what the Bible states. So why would the CIA only release a publication if it's not part of the files? If you want to see the files, follow me, click here on more, then photos.
There's a book that's banned by the church, and it says there are 3 kinds of humans, and which one you are indicates how close you are to escaping the material world. First up, we have the Hylics, or the material humans. These kinds of humans are obsessed with the physical world and the here and
Sorry, but I've never heard of any of this stuff before. This is crazy.
Now, according to the tripartite tractate, these kinds of people are going to return to the physical world again and again in a cycle of reincarnation. The second kind are called the psychics, and not psychics like reading minds or predicting the future, but as in thinkers, people who think about themselves and existence. They're on the fence, caught between the physical world and something more. Third, we have the pneumatics, or the soul seekers. These are the kinds of humans who are connected to the spiritual and the divine, always looking for deeper meaning and cosmic truths. They see past the illusion of the material world, and their souls are on the way to liberation. The big question is, which one are you?
So this is a bit scary. So you know NASA, right? Everyone knows NASA. So they started exploring the ocean in 1958, right? 1958. They started exploring the ocean. Guess what? They stopped exploring in 1958 too. They must have found something like scary that stopped them from continuing. They instantly started looking into space and tried to find a way to get off this planet. I mean, is it really a coincidence that the quote unquote moon landing was just a decade after? And you know that they also allegedly detonated a huge bomb in the ocean in
Did they even get to the moon? That's the real question. And yeah, all these detonations into the water. What are they trying to kill that's down there? Because how are you going to research the waters in, what was it, 1958? And then probably get spooked and then stop in 1958? And that's it? Yeah, so obviously something happened. And that's something they don't want to tell us. But add that to the checklist of worldly mysteries.
2021, and you know that we've only explored 5%. We've only explored 5% of our oceans. Isn't that crazy? It makes you wonder, what on earth did they find that they were so afraid of? Could it have been a megalodon, a kraken, even a cetus? Or some theories even say it could be a leviathan or Charybdis.
Los Angeles wildfires have sparked more than just flames. They've ignited conspiracy theories. Some claim these fires are caused by directed energy weapons, pointing to unusual patterns like homes reduced to ash while nearby trees remain intact. Others believe it's all about land grabs, with developers or governments clearing areas for new projects. While most experts attribute the fires to climate change, dry conditions, and high winds, these theories persist. So, what do you think? Natural disaster or something more deliberate? Let us know your thoughts.
2025 Baba Vanga Prophecy. In 2025, one of Baba Vanga's most terrifying predictions may become a reality. According to her prophecy, abnormal solar activity in 2025 could strike the Earth with devastating effects. If this comes true, powerful solar flares and coronal mass ejections could hit our planet, potentially leading to total blackouts in electricity and communication systems. Massive power outages and communication failures could occur worldwide. If such a day were to suddenly arrive, how would we cope? Imagine our daily lives coming to a halt in an instant. Do you believe in this prophecy? Will it come true? Only time will tell. On this account, I share mysterious stories like this one. Don't forget to follow for more intriguing content.
Wow. Well, that's all it seems that I have for today. But thank you for joining us. And if you liked anything that you saw, just hit the like button.